Hi, it's Kathy from Raven Vintage. Welcome to week 2 of the Gratitude Collab. Today we're going to make these floating pockets. So I'll show you how to do that. It's a quick and easy project. So in week 2, we are celebrating, or what we are looking forward to this month. So this Gratitude Collab is hosted by Cindy A. Lewis and Creating with Jovi. And the kit we're using is designed by Jovi. It's available in her Etsy shop, which I will link below. But not only that, if you join the Facebook groups for either of the two hosts, Jovi and Cindy, I will link the links to those Facebook groups below. They have a freebie kit in that accompanies this beautiful kit, Gratitude Collab kit that Jovi made. They also apparently have some giveaways, so you might want to check that out. So today I'm going to make these, show you how to make these floating pockets. And I realized there's 18 collaborators in total, which includes the host. So I'm going to try to make this video a little bit shorter than last time. Sorry. Last week we talked about our favorite thing about where we live. So this is my gratitude folder. I did notice I need to fix that there. It's simply made out of file folders. So a few videos back, you can check to see how I made this folder. It's basically 3 sections, and it has a flip, and it has a pocket and another pocket there. So that's the basic folder. And then I've added bits from Jovi's kit to this, plus my own kind of pictorial journaling of what I'm thankful for, my gratitude. So in the last video I talked about what we're thankful for where we live, and I made this floating pocket so that you can check that video out too. This opens up. It has a secret, there's a tuck there, and then there's also the secret space here. So you can see I've journaled in between the music lines there. I thought that was a neat way to do some journaling, something a little different. So like I said, it closes. It's like a secret journaling spot. Plus there's like this envelope kind of pouch where I've got my grand bug, one of my favorite photos. The kids are older now, but I love these old photos. Sweater weather, that's from the kit. This is my girls at the beach. I live 10 minutes from Lake Erie. Or maybe 15 to get to the beach. And then I've made journaling cards out of the girls in the pumpkin patch. A straw bale showing our agriculture, and this is from the kit. It's one of the little pumpkin spice lattes, and that I've tucked in here. There's my grand bugs picking pumpkins. I think I mentioned in the last video how I could just look out my window and there's pumpkins everywhere this time of year. So that is so true. This is the dogwood flower. That's our emblem flower for Norfolk County where I live. This is my backyard. That's what I see when I look out back sitting on my deck. Love it. The hearts from Jovi's kit. Apple orchards, that's from her kit. Lavender farm everywhere. And this is one of my grand bugs at the lake, at the beach. Picking some rocks. It's just a typical scene. Okay. And this is a flip I made. Anyway, so this is from the kit. You'll start to see a theme going here. So I've duplicated some of the pictures. I've just used them differently. So there's a journaling card. That's from the kit. So this floating pocket, you can bulk make this. This is a great project. So what I am looking forward to, I'll tell you, is I'm teaching a junk journal workshop in a couple of weeks. And it's a Christmas one, an Advent junk journal workshop. If you're local to me, and you'll know who you are if you're local to me. And I think there's a few spots left in the class as of now, but that might fill up. But if you're interested, let me know and I'll get you the details. But I'm looking forward to this junk journal workshop that I'm teaching. It's the 3rd one I've done at that location. And with gratitude in mind, what I'm thankful for and what I'm looking forward to about this is that I get to share this craft with people that are new to it. There's going to be some scrapbookers there apparently. I get to share with them the crossover skills, let's say, of scrapbooking and junk journaling. and I get to introduce this to other people and show them the freedom of creativity with junk journaling, and just talk about the absolute joy that we get from junk journaling. Okay, so here's one that I haven't decorated yet, and here's one that I've added a few things to. So these floating pockets you can make, and you can bulk make them. So it's a great project to use up like atlas pages, magazine pages, any big book pages is good to use. Your double-sided printables. I often like to use my test prints from my kits for them. You really, it gets decorated, so it doesn't really matter what's on it. Let me just see here, what have I got left? It should be more of a portrait style. These are landscape, but you really would prefer a portrait style. But I'm going to use this one. Let's see. So you keep this fold. This is kind of one way I stay organized, is for a project like this, everything stays in this folder until I'm ready to work on it again. So everything stays in here, and then I have a wall hanging thing for these, and I just pull this out when I'm ready to work on this project. So here we go. It's so simple. You're gonna love this, and like I said, this is a great thing where you can sit and make a bunch of them and have them on hand, because they're great to add to your journals. You can glue them into your journal. You could glue the sides down. Like you could glue 1, 2, 3 sides and glue that down. You could also glue 1, 2, 3 sides and have a side loading pocket. But it can also be a floating pocket that you can tuck into a pocket, or a side pocket or something, or a belly band. They're great for belly bands too, because they're a little bit thick. Okay, so all you need to do, so simple. You need to make one fold that's approximately, I'm going to say 1/2 inch. And this we can burn, well, see, when I start to burnish, it wants to go a different direction. Just hold that down. Okay, 1/2 inch. Easy peasy, right? So far. Now, fold this other side over just to the edge. Don't go over the end. Don't go over the edge, just right to it. If you go over, it'll catch. There you go, like that. And then the next thing you want to do is fold this up. Don't glue anything yet, please. You're going to want to fold it up to your, I didn't measure anything, but I know I want it to be approximately this size, because I already know that this fits the height of my, once it's tucked in. So it's going to go, just doing this approximately here. Let me get back in the center here. Just approximately. I'm not measuring. All I'm doing is lining up my sides to the edge. Oops. There we go. That's it for folds. Okay. So let's smooth down those creases right now, just so that when we do some corner rounding, everything's where it should be. Okay. I'm going to do that right now. So see what happens when you fold up. See, the back piece is kind of peeking out from behind. That happens when we fold. So I'm just going to cut this so that it hopefully takes care of that. Oh, no. I'm just going to have to cut back off from the back a little bit. Hope it's not too obvious. Okay. There we go. Just paper gets a little wonky when we fold it. Okay, now I'm going to corner round. Sorry, it's a bit of a gray day. I hope the lighting's okay. I am filming on Remembrance Day. Okay, there we go. That's done. I also want to do some thumb notches, like here. So what I'm going to do, you don't have to do this, but I find it helpful. I'm just going to make a little mark, because when I open this back up to cut the thumb notches, I might forget which side to cut. So I know I'm cutting here and here where I just made those 2 marks. It only takes a second extra to do, so I do it. Okay, so just roughly center. I'm gonna make these kind of big. There's 1. That's my other X that I made. And just roughly center. I like making them a little bit obvious because we like to see something poking through from behind. Here, clean as we go. Let's get rid of this. Okay, so the other thing you want to do is, see, this would normally be white paper peeking through. Just fold that back up. So see how the white paper is poking through? If you're happy with that, go ahead and leave it, but I'm going to put something behind, just to zhoosh it up a little. I'll just take one of my scrap pieces. This is all stuff, this is all Jovi's kit. It's really cute. And it also includes the freebies in here. I've got them all mixed up now, so. But I think there's 4 sheets of freebies. Leaves. And a squirrel. They're so cute. So cute. So here's some scraps. So let me see. So I just want to cut a piece that goes across both of those. Just in between there. And I need 2 of them. So again, I'm going to use a pen and make a mark because I need to. So when I open it back up, I know what I'm doing. I mean, it might be, I suppose it would be obvious because it's the ones without the notches, but what if you hadn't done your, never mind. It probably would have been obvious. I've lost my glue. Where's my glue? Oh. Just a moment, please. Stand by. Oh, it rolled on the floor way over here. I got it. Gotta wait for me. I'm using art glitter glue in these precision refillable bottles. My favorite thing. If you're interested in checking those out, I have an Amazon storefront. If you want to read about them, about the glue itself, about precision bottles. Now I do earn a little, very tiny commission if you do make a purchase from one of the links on Amazon. Of course, I think people know this by now. It's no extra cost to you, but it does help me out a little bit. So if you do, thank you so much. If you do make a purchase with one of my Amazon links ever, I appreciate it. Okay, we'll get right to the edge, and I'm going to have to round that corner a bit. Both sides, I guess. And fold that. There we go. This one looks sharp. I hate that. The pet peeve, right? There we go. Better. All right, so it looks a little awkward, but all we need to do now is put some glue on this flap and then glue the bottom pocket. So don't glue underneath the flap because that's part of the pocket where things are going to slide into. So you want to glue on top of the flap. Simply bring that over. It really got kind of wonky here, didn't it? But when it's folded back, does it look okay? Well, I guess I cut it on a bit of an edge, so I'm just going to cut this entire thing now before I glue the pocket down. Just so it's kind of straight. There we go. It's one of the nice things about junk journals. You can usually fix your mistakes. So just glue along this edge to the fold, to the crease, and glue along this edge to the crease. Oh, I went past it. That's okay. There we go. So that's it. That's your floating pocket. Now, like I said, you can just use this loose, like floating, tuck it in somewhere, or you could glue it down. So in your journal, you could glue the sides and make that a side loading pocket, or you could glue this way and make it a top loading pocket. But I won't keep you in this video because I know there's 18 other or 17 other collaborators. So I just wanted to show you how to make that floating pocket. And I'll show you how I'm going to use it in here. So I'll get my folder back out. Let's make some room. Let's put our lid on our glue. Oh, sorry about that noise. Okay. I am upside down. Here we go. So one of these I had over here. This, in hindsight, I should have glued this to some cardstock to make that a little more stiff, but that's okay. And then I've got one there, and I'll be putting one over here, and then this one is going to go in here. Now, since it's going in here, I might put a tab on the side of it to indicate that it pulls out. It's actually a little wide for that, isn't it? Yeah, it is a little bit wide for that. So we'll do something different. We'll just add it to this. There we go. That's pretty. We'll do that. So that's where that one will go. So I'll embellish those next time you see me. Those will be done. And we'll do something different next week. Next week is, what is your favorite season of the year and what's your favorite thing about it? Here we go. How's that looking? So thanks for joining me, and do, like I said, visit the other, I'm going to list all the other collaborators below, so do visit their channels and see their take on this gratitude collab. Again, thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Jovi, for having me. This is a lot of fun, and it's so nice to meet all of you. I've met a lot of people in the comments. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming over and checking out my channel. And thank you for sharing your thoughts too on the prompts for each week. So like I said, this week it's, for this video, it's what are you looking forward to this month? Maybe you're looking forward to your crafting. So obviously, if you're watching this video, so maybe you're looking forward to some time in your craft room. Maybe you're looking for, I guess your Thanksgiving's coming up in the US. We have ours in October here in Canada. Maybe you're looking forward to some time spent with family. Either way, whatever you're looking forward to, I'm happy for you that you're happy, and happiness all around. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.